castles had grown, tall and magnificent, but in the end, buried them alive. War between the ruling mages, blinded by their growing might, raged for centuries. But their recklessness had a price. Warring races, forced to call a truce, cast a powerful spell to keep their shattered world in balance. To achieve that, however, they used all the remaining resources of magic. Without their powers and their home, over centuries, refugees of the world they knew regressed into primitive tribes. Yet, now is the time of change, and new mages are born like a spark of hope. Along with the magic, the old conflict has also returned. Now, the fate of Driftland lies in your hands.
Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Chasing Completion. Now I made a bit of a mistake in episode 0. So I had recorded myself rolling the first 2 games, and then, I just didn't put it in there. So here's that. Alright, moment of truth. Let's refresh and see which 2 games that we get. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'll be starting this season with golf, but that is one of the 2 games that we have found. We will check which ones I decide to do in episode 1. And yes, I do sound tired in that. That is, trying to get a live reaction when you've never recorded yourself is quite possibly one of the most awkward things I think I've done in a while. Normally, I would do a compare and contrast between the 2 games that I rolled, but I'll be honest, I'm not playing a golf game as my very first completion videos, so that just leaves one other game. Oh, and light spoiler warnings for the rest of the video. Welcome to Driftlands, the Magic Revival, a real-time strategy game where you can play as one of 4 races, each with their own unique abilities. Now, while those races have unique qualities, they aren't the driving factor of the game. The actual driving factor would be the level design. When you start out, you are on a floating island, surrounded by other floating islands. And as the main protagonist with magical powers, you can move these islands closer to you, and build bridges over to them to get to the resources that are over there. These expanses of nothingness are the gaps you've got to cross to get to the objective. How you do that is sort of left up to you. Let's get into the achievements. I can break them down into 3 categories: the campaign, building, and resources. As for campaign, you play the single player mode as different races and achieve a certain number of games as said race. The numbers are 1, 3, and 5 respectively, with a tutorial and a final game achievement. Basically finish the campaign, play 1 multiplayer game, and you'll get 50% of the achievements that the game has to offer. Building. Build any in-game structure except for bridges to get 3 achievements. Build bridges to get 3 more achievements, and create an empire of at least 20 islands. Finally, you have resources. Discover resources on islands, open treasure chests, recruit heroes, get those heroes to ride on the back of giant birds and dragons, and kill 100 enemy heroes. That last one doesn't have any growth like the others do, but it kind of fits here, so that's where it's gonna go. So, let's set out on this journey. First thing we have to do is the tutorial. Then let's redo the tutorial because you didn't know how to play the game, you didn't do any research at all, and you used all the resources that they give to you to softlock yourself. in the tutorial. Lovely. Finish the tutorial and move on to the campaign. You have 3 different paths to choose from, and you can switch between them at any time. The 4th and final path is locked behind the completion of the other 3. So I'll start out with humans, as they don't really get any special abilities that I remember. Wait, let me check the wiki real quick. Humans can upgrade their castles by 1 additional level, gaining an economic advantage over other races. So I start with the humans. They don't have any special abilities. Do some building, gather some resources, and finish with a big fight at the end. Next we have the Dark Elves. The wiki says that they would have stronger troops and weaker buildings, but the one thing I really noticed that you could do was just rip resources right out of the ground using mana rather than needing mines, which was great for just getting a ton of stuff. It really was nice. The Dark Elves are pretty similar in levels and objectives to humans. However, there was this really cool level where you just magic your island around the map, destroying everything, like a teenager who just convinced all of his friends to drive around smashing mailboxes one night. And it was a pretty refreshing break from the build up a giant empire portion of the game. Do some more story building, gather resources, and finish with a big fight at the end. The third race is dwarfs, which confused me a little. They can't tame flying mounts, however they can build mechanical vehicles that are similar in stats to the flying mounts in their own workshops. But they just aren't as cool as riding on giant eagles or dragons, so it was just kinda meh. Do some story building and fight a lot. No real resource level on this one, so it was actually a little bit faster. Doing these 3 unlocks the final race, Wild Elves, which honestly, by far, was the most intriguing. There were a lot of spy-like elements, and without ruining the ending, they did a really good job at tying the other storylines together and explaining why things were happening that they definitely could not explain in the others. The Wild Elf's ability is to summon Ints and Golems to temporarily join your ranks without any cost other than mana, which was by far the most overpowered ability hands down. Finish the 5 missions, plus the final mission to finish the campaign. And we did it! We beat the game. Thanks for watching. 33 out of 40. 33 out of 40? Turns out the campaign will only get you through 50% of the last tier of the resource achievements. I checked the multiplayer tab to see if I could win a multiplayer game really quick, and there was nobody on. So I did what any good gamer would do and turn the AI onto the lowest difficulty and then proceed to spend 45 minutes struggling against an AI that did not behave like the AI in the story games, but I still won, so it's fine. Luckily we have those resource achievements that I only did 50% of during the campaign. 25 hours of playtime for 50%. Oh! What's this in the workshop? Is this a map that's specially curated towards achievements? Man, that's crazy. Anyways, here's some completely random gameplay of me definitely not cheesing these last 6 achievements. Hey, look, it's a bird. No, it's a creeper from Minecraft. Oh, watch out. Is that a new haircut? Because you are killing it. Oh, it's not a new haircut. Oh, my bad. And we did it! All 40 achievements in 33 hours. Now for the live reaction for the next 2 games to add to our list. Alrighty, let's go ahead and roll and see what my next 2 games are gonna be. Wait. Oh no. This is gonna be fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.